Hello, Homestay pupils. Hope you're okay. We're really looking forward to seeing you, hopefully as soon as possible. So today's theme is about new beginnings. So we're going to think about new beginnings, about the positive and negative aspects of those, and how we can look to the future with hope. So when we think about new beginnings, generally we tend to think of them as being very positive and very big events in life, such as birth, babies, or new schools, moving from primary to secondary school, and so forth. We might think about moving houses or moving towns. But actually, if we think about it, lots of experiences of new beginnings. So when we start a new term, it's a new beginning. When we start a new school year, it's a new beginning. And every January, we have New Year's Eve, a big celebration of the coming new year. So we tend to think of new beginnings superficially as very happy, very exciting. But there is another side to beginnings. Now, January was named after the god Janus, and Janus was a two-faced god, and he would look both to the past and to the present. And that kind of encapsulates new beginnings for me. We have the side that looks with hope to the future, and then there's the side that looks back. Now, that looking back might be difficult. One, because it might be quite a difficult time that we're thinking back on in the past, or it's because we've had such a good time we don't want to let go. So often looking back can be quite fearful, quite difficult. Now, an ancient philosopher called Seneca talks about beginnings, and a quote that is often used about beginnings is this one: every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. So this puts me in mind that beginnings both embrace the future and the past. So it can be a double-edged sword. And when we use that expression, it means that it can be both exciting and yet also fearful. So how do you look at new beginnings? When you think of that door opening there, is it opening to a very dark, intimidating space, unknown? Or beyond that door, is that something delightful and adventurous and life-affirming? How do you see that door opening? What's beyond that door? Now, with new beginnings, we think to the future, and it's really important that we think with positivity now more than any time. The lockdown has brought quite a few challenges for many, many people. And we all know that it's particularly difficult for people of your age, because you need to be with your own peer group, your own age group. It's really difficult for you. Everybody realizes that. We're all planning and putting in preparations to support you. And so what we would like you to do is to make sure that you think of the future with positivity. Things, yes, might look a bit dark or grey or unknown, but do believe us when we say that the future is there for you, and there are lots of good things ahead for you. I'd like to share a poem with you, and this is a famous poem called Invictus. It's a poem about going through dark experiences, but then realizing that actually you can steer your own way and you can come out of those dark experiences. So the poem is called Invictus. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I'd like us to look particularly at the last stanza, the last few lines there, because it really encapsulates the spirit of the poem. The poet is talking about how no matter what things have happened to us, that we are in charge, we command the future. So it matters not how strait the gate, it doesn't matter what circumstances or what burdens we have in our life or what problems, how charged with punishment as well. Look at the last two lines, I am the master of my fate. And that's right, isn't it? The future is yours. You are your own artist. You create your own future, and it's up to you to create your own future. I am the captain of my soul. You are the leader. You're in charge of your future. So what kind of future are you going to make it? Are you going to be unconquerable despite the difficulties that you have or might go through? Are you going to overcome these and make the best future that you possibly can? I think you can. And I'd like to leave you with a quote from a famous author. This author is F. Scott Fitzgerald, who wrote The Great Gatsby, a brilliant, brilliant book. And he says, it's never too late to become who you want to be. I hope you live a life that you're proud of. And if you find that you're not, I hope you have the strength to start over. So no matter how well you've lived your life, start over, begin again, be the captain of your soul. Thank you very much for listening. Hope to see you very soon.